What would you do if one day you woke up and discovered you were the only person left alive in the world? Nick, a reclusive geologist living deep in the forest, spent his days researching rocks at a nearby quarry. On this particular day, he was examining a piece of ore when a venomous snake suddenly bit his right hand. The searing pain made his entire body tremble. Acting fast, Nick pulled out his knife, sliced open the wound, and sucked the venom out with his mouth. But the shock to his system was too much. He had no choice but to abandon the site and rush back to his cabin. Staggering through the woods, barely able to see straight, Nick managed to reach his home just before losing consciousness. As the venom spread through his body, his vision blurred until he could no longer see anything at all. That night, in a hazy, semi-conscious state, Nick thought he heard someone knocking on the door, and even the sound of a helicopter circling overhead. He tried to get up to check, but his body was still paralyzed from the venom. At some point later, the gnawing pain of hunger woke him up. He managed to crawl to get a few sips of water before collapsing into a deep coma again. 21 days passed in a flash. The toxins finally cleared from Nick's system, and his body returned to normal. After washing up, he decided to head into town to restock on food. His vehicle was covered in dust, but fortunately, it still started. From a bird's eye view, Nick looked utterly alone. His was the only car on the road. The world had changed dramatically, though Nick had no idea. It wasn't until he spotted a dried-up corpse on the ground, clearly long dead, that the reality began to sink in. Frantically surveying the area, he discovered more corpses scattered everywhere. In the town square, a blinking electronic sign displayed a chilling message. A global plague had broken out. Citizens were urged to take protective measures. With a heavy heart, Nick thought of his only living relatives and rushed to his parents' home. The entire way, he saw no one. Not a single person or moving vehicle. When he arrived, the house was deathly silent. A wave of dread washed over him. He burst into their bedroom calling for them, only to find his father dead in bed. His mother had overdosed in the smaller room. The shock was unbearable. Nick collapsed under the weight of grief and couldn't pull himself out of it for what felt like an eternity. But eventually, pain turned into resolve. He buried his parents and made the decision to keep on living.